I just, not a universal experience, but you ever just like sit down to film a video and then your brain just goes absolutely blank in 3 seconds? Hello, how are we? How are we doing? My name is Sam, and as you can see around me, it is time for one of my favorite parts of the month. You might notice something different if you've watched these before. I make bad financial decisions. What can I say? I don't mean to. I just don't have, I have no self-control. I like these, this is like the one thing that I buy for myself a month is books. Like these special edition books are the one thing I guarantee myself to have. I don't eat out very often. I don't leave my house very often. I don't even buy that many books. But special editions are my kryptonite. So I signed up for the fairyloot romantasy box, and I will now be getting those. I also next year will be getting the quarterly romantasy and maybe horror. I don't remember. Owlcrate. I've made bad choices, but it makes me so happy, and I will at some point have to cancel that because financially it will not be sound forever. But for now, I think I'm content just living in complete ignorant and bliss for a time. And then hopefully I can reevaluate when my life is falling apart. But again, bad decisions don't... I make bad decisions with my money so that you can make good decisions with your money. Ding! Okay, let's jump into this. Let's not dwell on the horrors of capitalism any longer. And let's get into happy books that make me happy. And of course, we'll be starting with my owlcrate adult. This month's theme is Bound by Magic. This is for August, which you'll be seeing this in September because that's how it works. It's currently September as I'm filming, so that only makes the most sense. My brain is, I think, still turning on. So we have A Sorceress Comes to Call. Oh, this is the new Tea Kingfisher. Oh, cool. Well, I now own this. Fun fact, I have read some Tea Kingfisher horror, but I've actually not read any of her fantasies, and I want to. All of them intrigue me. They sound honestly pretty up my alley, but because I don't love most of her horror, except with the exception of What Moves the Dead, incredible novella, I've been a little hesitant with picking up the fantasy, but now I have one in my hand, so like I kind of have to. I am not Falada. I am not her creature. I do not belong to her. I didn't know this was about a horse. Is she a shifter? I have questions. I like how this book feels. It's very boxy and kind of like heavy and dense. I hope that makes sense to you. But these edges are quite beautiful. The back is pretty too. I'm not really like a horse girl, so I don't know quite how I feel about this, but oh, we're going full horse girl. She's cute though. I know that Tea Kingfisher goes like the more dark fairy tale route, which I think I'm completely okay with because if we're being honest, that is my vibe. This feels like we're going to be getting a good chunk of life. We've got her as a kid and then like a young adult. Interesting. On regents, their uses and the alchemical work that may be done with them. I don't know what that means, but I like alchemy. That's fun. Great chaos is unleashed when a sorcerer dies. This just sounds like so much fun. I don't know, suddenly I'm excited. I really wasn't interested in this and now I have it in front of me and I'm like, actually. I think a part of me was like, well, if I don't own the Tea Kingfisher fantasies, it's okay if I keep putting them off. They'll always be there. Cordelia knows her mother is unusual. Their house doesn't have any doors between rooms. There are no secrets in this house. And her mother doesn't allow Cordelia to have a single friend, unless you count Falada, her mother's beautiful white horse. The only time Cordelia feels truly free is on her daily rides, but more than simple eccentricity sets her mother apart. Other mothers don't force their daughters to be silent and motionless for hours, sometimes days on end. Other mothers aren't evil sorcerers. When her mother unexpectedly moves them into a manor home of a wealthy older squire and his kind but keen-eyed sister, Hester, Cordelia knows this welcoming pair are to be her mother's next victims. But Cordelia feels at home for the very first time among these people, and as her mother's plans darken, she must decide to face the woman who raised her to save the people who have become like family. Ooh, interesting. I truly, apparently had no idea what this was about. I'd never read the synopsis, I guess. All I understand, like, yes, T. Kingfisher, dark fairy tale like stories. That is interesting though, having like the feuding parental relationship of a mother and daughter. I will say that this font kind of difficult to read. I'll be honest. I like the font. It looks nice, but it's hard to read. But I'm suddenly very excited for this. Who would have thought? Who would have known? I'll definitely get around to it. Probably not this year. We're getting to that point of the year where overall the TBRs are decided. Like, there's not a whole lot more to get added on. It's kind of solidifying end of year stuff. It's getting ready for next year and so on and so forth. So I'm going to be focusing on my priority reads for the next few months. But next year, maybe, ooh, let me know if you guys want a dedicated fantasy only T. Kingfisher exclusive reading vlog, because I've done that with Adrienne Young, and I want to continue doing that series where I dedicate a vlog to reading an author's backlist, so maybe we'll do T. Kingfisher next year. That could be fun. Okay, and now we can jump into the young adult. I'm going to be so honest with you. This year, Owlcrate has really outdone themselves. They're a little bit late to the game in terms of like having the most beautiful editions. Like fairyloot and illumicrate often will outshine them in editions, but they've really been stepping it up lately, and I've been really liking their editions, which is great for me. But their picks have been strong, their designs have been stronger, like they're just really stepping it up, and I'm pleased. I'm happy. Oh my gosh. Man, she's big. She's full. Alrighty, what we got going on in here? We have Falling for the Shadows, August 2024. Starting off, per usual, we've got the Perfect Pairings collection, pin collection. This month we have Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. I have read this. Do I recommend it? I thought it was fine. I'm definitely intrigued in watching the show, though. I think the show will be more interesting. This one is probably the best quality pin I've gotten all year. It's still a little loose, but it's easy to open and close, and it doesn't feel like I'm going to break it. It doesn't stay like a perfect square, though, so I'll take it. These ones, like I mentioned every time, broken record, I know, but what if you're new? Not my favorite collection for pins. They're just not the best quality. The gimmick is kind of meh. Last year's collection, fire. The next thing that I see is a drink bag. What is this? Use your gorgeous travel mug tote bag for your drinks while you embark on your travels. Inspired by the hurricane wars, this bag is the most convenient way to carry your drinks and stay hydrated. This beautiful bag is designed by Anne Nguyen Art. I mean, yeah, there's no difference to me in like holding a purse with a water bottle rather than just like holding it in my hand. But I think that the design is cute. I know that it's, I learned recently, thank you to Paige, that the Hurricane Wars is Kylo Ren fan fiction, so it's still sci-fi and not so much fantasy, but you've got the little spaceships, and the sun and moon kind of give me Tangled vibes, which I'm a fan of, so I won't complain there. But yeah, I don't realistically see myself using this that much. I don't carry purses, but if I did, I would put my drink in that, but I normally just hold my drink in my hand because I need things to do with my hands. So, you know, it is fine. Haven't read the book either, I should state. The next thing that I'm seeing in here is a key. Just a fat key. Speaking of drinks, our key bottle opener is a perfect item to open all of your bottled beverages. This item, designed by Arzura Period Arts, depicts the beautiful gothic aesthetic of one dark window. Ooh, that's on my TBR this month. That makes more sense. bottle opener. I actually have another key bottle opener that's inspired by the Starless Sea, and I do actually use it. But this one feels more sturdy, like I won't damage it so much. It's heavy, and I like waving it. So nice. I have the key to the beverages. I actually will get use out of this, I'll be honest. And then the next thing that I'm seeing is a little mirror, a very close zoomed in face mirror. Do your makeup and see. But it's on a nice little keychain. So when you're on the go, only blood can rewrite blood. Everything comes with a price. Be sure you look your best even on your travels using our evocation inspired keychain mirror. This mirror features a wonderful design both front and back, and it's done by at the period Pearled Reader. Now this is actually pretty good quality. I think that is quite nice. I'm not really one for hand mirrors. I don't have a use for them, but if I did, this would be the one. This would truly be the one. The big item that we've been waiting a while for. Together with artist Jane Lenore, we're bringing a little bit of magic from Middle Earth to your table with another addition to the limited edition ceramic bowl collection. Each bowl of the series celebrates a different iconic location from Tolkien's Lord of the Rings universe. The 6th installment brings us to Mordor. I currently have all of these on our movie shelf because I'm scared to use these types of things. I think they're so cool. I love getting like the bowls and the cups and stuff. Cups I am more comfortable using, like mugs specifically. The water, I don't know what those cups are called with the cute little designs though. We all put our iced coffee in it. I think those are nice, but they don't wash super well, so I get sad. These bowls are really nice. My cat is playing with a box. It's so cute. These bowls are really nice. I just don't want to use, like, they're so small. Like, what would I put in it? Like, I would need like 3 bowls of soup out of this, you know? They're small. Maybe little snack bowls, but I just don't want to like ruin them. So I just don't use them at all. But they are nice. I do like them. I think that they're very nice, and I've kept my collection together, so that's something. And then we have the book. Oh, no, 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 no. Owlcrate, I was singing so much praise for you, and now I'm so sad. I shouldn't be surprised. It feels nice. It feels nice. I don't want to talk about this book. So here we have Castle of the Cursed by Romina Garber. This is considered young adult, which is fine, but this book was so uncomfortably sexual, and I like fantasy romance. I like smut. I have a whole Goodreads review if you're more interested in my thoughts on this. I don't want to say don't read it, but I gave this a 2.5, and that was being generous because I like this author. This book really disappointed me. I didn't like much. I really didn't like it. And now I have this pretty edition with the stained glass windows. I'm so sad. I feel like this is a spoiler, but okay. I won't read it to you. I know maybe like half of these words. I really gotta get better with Spanish. It's pretty. It's pretty. I think a big problem is I didn't picture these characters at all. So it's nice to have visuals of what they look like. This is such spoilers. At least for me, I didn't know. I didn't know that this was a thing when I read the book. Stained glass windows, I think, is stunning. I think it's beautiful. I don't want to talk about this book. So she says that this is her darkest story and very different from her other books. It's a tale about grief, and it addresses a whole lot of triggers, and I think this was a very personal story for the author, which makes me not want to like completely rag on it. I didn't find it that dark. Like, this is, I think originally this was maybe meant to be adult and got adjusted and changed to be young adult because it feels too sexual to be like a normal traditional young adult book. She's supposedly 18. She didn't feel like it though. And you got your stereotypical age gap paranormal romance. But I didn't think it was that dark. It does deal with grief. In this, we're following Estella after her parents died, and quite a horrible accident, and she is basically taken to move in with her aunt, who she's never met before, in a castle. Things seem cool and fine and great for a little bit. She's getting to know the manor. It's very like classic gothic tale. Only go to the locations that I tell you can. Don't explore the manor without me. So on and so forth. And she's a sad child. She shows up. She's mute because of the trauma that she's been through. She doesn't talk to anybody. And then she meets this boy in the castle that only she can see. No one else can see this man, this boy, this person, except for her. And the two of them team up in hopes of discovering like what happened to her family, like her parents specifically, as well as like get answers about him. And it's, you know, perceived that the castle is cursed. People don't trust it. It seems a little fishy. There's weird things going on. I definitely think that it lost the plot at times. It felt so much longer than it is, and the romance just really didn't do it for me. It did not work for me in the slightest. This has not been widely picked up. This came out in July, I thought. I think that's what Goodreads said, was July. So it's interesting that it's just now showing up on our doors. It really didn't work for me. There's so many twists and turns and things that get revealed, but there's no groundwork that makes that feel satisfying or have any payoff. It just kind of comes out of the blue. It definitely dragged at the end. I was like, why are we doing this? And I can understand that we are following a teenager. She turns 18 in the book, but she definitely feels significantly younger. I need to preface that. Like, she felt like a child. So I thought she was a child for a very long time. And I didn't catch on to the part that she turns 18 in the book. I read a review that told me that. So I was uncomfortable, as is. But with that said, she is technically an adult when things happen romantically. But there was just no payoff for it. It didn't work for me. I was very disappointed by it. Everything about this book just structurally didn't make sense to me, and I'm so disappointed because I really liked Lobizona. I'm gonna finish the duology this year, but I've been warned that Cazadora wasn't super great. But I don't want to like rag on a book that might be personal to the author. It super didn't work for me. So if it works for you, I'm so happy. I hope people that pick this up enjoy it, but it wasn't for me. It really it was just so disappointing. I was so excited. This is like one of my anticipated releases for the year. Beautiful edition. Guess I'm happy to have it. I don't know how I feel. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to keep books on my shelves that I don't like or love, but at the same time, this is so pretty and I spent so much money that I don't want to get rid of it. So I don't know how I feel. I'll grapple with that on my own though, don't worry. Anywho, with all of that said, good box. I think that owlcrate as like a company keeps stepping it up. I believe that they keep getting better with the production of their books and not necessarily like doing anything different, but are competing well with fairyloot and illumicrate in their bookish styles. They've really stepped up their game. Their items have been more on the useful side and make more sense for like the average person picking this up every couple of months, utilizing the skips that they have, so on and so forth. Like, I think that they're doing well. I think that their collections are strong. I like what owlcrate is doing. Just sometimes they're picks, man. I don't know. Okay, now we're gonna jump into adult. Let's do the adult first, because this one will either be really good or disappointing. And I who knows? Who knows? I've gone all month with no spoilers, which is so good for me. So I have no idea what this could be. Alright, we've got Villains Assemble. Okay, what is this? Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan. Okay, actually, wait. Wait. Remember when jokes on me when I was like, this might be disappointing. Longing for Revenge. A story for anyone who's ever fallen for the villain. Wait. I'm so excited. Look at that. That's stunning. I'm obsessed with stained glass windows. I'm so here for this imagery on my books. I'm eating it up. Also, like, her on the spine. Okay. Okay, so we'll start with a reverse dust jacket. Then we've got the author and synopsis. It's got that soft buttery feel that I love. Okay. Time of Iron. The Once and Forever Emperor. Ooh! Oh, this is so cute. Should I get this tattooed? I really want to get a bookish tattoo. Either dragons, daggers, or like a book itself. If you have ideas, let me know. That looks so pretty. Okay. And then inside, look at them. They're so pretty. We love to see it. Okay, so we've got the letter inside. Ooh, nice map. And then, oh my god, there's so many characters. Who are all these people? There's so many. But I'm into it. Okay, let me read you guys what this is properly about. I'm so excited. A story for anyone who's ever fallen for the villain. When her whole life collapsed, Ray still had books. Dying, she seized a second chance at living, a magical bargain that lets her enter the world of her favorite fantasy series. She walks in the castle on the edge of the Hellish Chasm, in a kingdom on the brink of war. Home to dragons, monsters, scheming courtiers, and her favorite fictional character, the Once and Forever Emperor. He's impossibly alluring, only as fiction can be. And in this fantasy world, she discovers she's not only the heroine, but the villainess in the Emperor's Tale. So be it, the wicked are better dressed, with better one-liners, even if they're doomed to bad ends. She assembles the wildly desperate villains of the story under her evil leadership, plotting to change her fate. But as the body count rises and the Emperor's fury increases, it seems Ray and her allies may not survive to see the final page. This adult epic fantasy debut from Sarah Rees Brennan puts the readers in the villain's shoes for an adventure that is both brilliant, Holly Black, and supremely satisfying, Leigh Bardugo. Expect a rogues gallery of villains including an axe-wielding maid, a shining knight with dark moods, a homicidal bodyguard, and a playboy spy master with a golden heart and a filthy reputation. Okay! This is so fun. This is wow, this is the book everyone really needs. I feel like, and I'm sorry to say it, but Assistant to the Villain, I just recently finished Apprentice to the Villain, and this feels like she saw somebody write a villain story that got super hyped because we all love the villain. And then she said, bet. And that book tripped so this book could run. Like, truly, like, this feels epic. This feels like what we all wanted. There's also that book, by Madeline Rowe, I think. The Book of Living Secrets, which is like characters or like real life people going into a book, and it's like a genre blend, and basically like one of the friends goes more like the cutesy romance route while the other kind of goes the rebellion route. I didn't think that book was very well executed and was kind of a disappointment, so I have really high hopes for this being good, but I'm expecting it to let me down like its predecessors. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. That one excites me. Okay, now we can jump into the romantasy. This is my first romantasy from Fairyloot. I've seen other people get months prior to me. I didn't get on the waitlist fast enough, so it took a while for me to get this opportunity, but I've been pretty 50-50 on what people have gotten. I think there's two that I've seen everyone get that I'm like, dang, I really wish I had that. But the rest of them, I'm like, okay. But now that I've signed up, it's gonna be only whammies, right? Right? And the month's theme is Captive Hearts. Oh, this looks so pretty. Ugh. Okay, curves. Look at this babe. She's so pretty. This is Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. The back is just a window. I'm thinking, my guess right now, werewolves or vampires. Ah, this looks so pretty. And the roses, these are so good. There was a time when I was like, girl, just paint your own edges. Like, learn how to spray paint your own edges. But they'll never compete to digitally sprayed edges at this point. Like, they're just so good. Okay, and it looks like we got the reverse dust jacket, which is fine. Not my favorite. I'll definitely be sticking to the dark romantic side. Oh, I'm so happy. Wow, this is so pretty. Oh, look at that. No, that's stunning. This is a nice choice. This is a good one. Okay. Okay. I'm loving the rose imagery so much. It's just really adding to the whole story. Oh, this one is signed, so probably won't have... Oh no, and it has a letter. Wow. Who knew? The romantasy is the one that gets signed. Okay, I'm seeing 2 hunky men. And not a single female? So... this either could be a bodyguard romance and that's secretly her, or this could be gay. By the... she's giving me the idea that it's probably not. Oh! Helen, Elizabeth Helen is the combined pen name of sister writing duo Elizabeth and Helen. Elizabeth and Helen write fantasy romance and love creating enchanting adventures for their characters. When they're not writing, you can find them snuggling with their cats, exploring their rainforest home, or rolling the dice for a game of Dungeons and Dragons. I swear to God, Dungeons and Dragons has become my entire existence. I can't escape it anymore and I don't want to. But how lovely. Okay, let me read to you what this is officially about. 4 handsome fae princes, 1 awkward bookworm, an enchanted veil, a beastly curse to break. Rosalina O'Connell lives her life in Orca Cove as quietly as she can. When her father turns up missing, Rosie goes after him and finds herself in the Enchanted Vale, the land of the Fae. When Rosie locates her father, she discovers that he has been imprisoned, and Rosie has no choice but to make a deal with the 4 Fae princes to take his place. As Rosie begins to learn more about the 4 princes she shares a castle with, she uncovers that they have been cursed. The princes must take on the form of demonic wolves every night. I told you, werewolves! Haha! The princes must take on the form of demonic wolves every night, and with every year that passes, more of their magic fades away. If the princes can find their mate, they will break their curse and free their realm. Rosie is determined to help them, but the only problem is, the more time she spends with the princes, the more she's convinced that she's the one they're all meant to be with. A spicy Beauty and the Beast retelling filled with enchanted fae, morally gray characters, a sinfully hot villain, and a princess who has found her Prince Charming. All 4 of them. Okay, why choose? I think it's so funny. Romantasy has become so popular and just, you know, more common. It's getting like its moment in history, I suppose, which I'm all here for. As we know, I've been in my little romance fantasy era because I love romance, but contemporary romance is too much for me. You throw some dragons in there or werewolves or whatever, like, I'm into it. Love me some fairy tales. It's just, fantasy is my bread and butter, and then whatever you can add into it, whether it be horror or romance, I'm into it. I'm here for it. So I won't complain. But it is funny, like, things that are typically more like dark romance tropes, like a why choose, or previously known reverse harem, wouldn't be seen in a book like this and wouldn't be sold to like the masses like this. And now it's just like, yeah, this is what it is. And I love that. I love this for us. I love the moments. This is exciting. I will definitely pick this up. I don't know when, but I'll do it. Oh, and I'm so excited. What beautiful books. And guess what? We still have 2 boxes. I am thriving. This is my best day ever. I'm so happy. I really needed this. Bad financial decisions that make me so freaking happy. Here we've got the young adult fairy loot, and the theme is reflected realms. First thing I'm seeing, best thing ever. Socks. I don't care what they are. Socks! I love getting socks. Getting socks in my book subscriptions is maybe my favorite thing ever. Like, there's very few things besides like socks that I really want. Candles and socks. I feel like you can't go wrong. I'm picky about my candles though, so socks are always better. But these are Howl's Moving Castle socks designed by Bluey Boo. Oh, they're so cute. No, I love them. I'm totally gonna wear these. Wonderful. Incredible. Well done, everybody. Okay, the next thing that I'm seeing, The Girl with No Reflection Mirror, designed by Janayan Art. I'm so sorry if I'm totally butchering your name. Here we have, can I find you? Is this a real mirror? No, there's a thing on it. Now it's real. But we've just got a cute little design. I'm not sure who these people are. Artwork features Ying and Zhang Lin from The Girl with No Reflection by Kesh Chow? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. But they look very cute. You know, I was gonna say, I don't really care about a hand mirror. It's really not important. We've already talked about this, but the folding capabilities does wow me. I'm a simple person to please. I don't know what to say. That's so funny. Okay, the next thing I'm seeing is passport. Citizen of the Celestial Kingdom. I think this is just truly like a passport holder, which I don't have one yet, but I really need to. So now I'll have a really cute holder when I get one. I love this. Passport cover, designed by at Elisa's World. Become a citizen of the Celestial Kingdom and traverse new realms with the passport cover inspired by Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sun Lin Tan. No, this is so cute though. Now I need to get my passport like ASAP, simply to use this. Oh no, I love this. That's so good. Okay. Oh, next thing is the Raven Cycle Plate, designed by at Michaela Alcano Design. I'm really bad at reading usernames. I am sorry. Again, another thing that I don't really utilize because I don't want to ruin them. But here is the plate. Check in with me at the end of the month when I've read this book and I maybe understand the significance more. But this is microwave and dishwasher safe. Hell yeah. This is nice. It's pretty. I don't if I did like a bookish charcuterie night with my friends or something, could be cool. Could be useful. I get so scared using these things. I don't want to break them. I don't want to chip them. I don't want to like make them look loved and wear it and teared, because then I feel like the artwork doesn't get a shine and that makes me sad. Okay, the next thing is Reflections Notepad, designed by at Bluey Boo. Ooh! Big test, little test, habits. Favorite moment, today's rating, excited for. This is very cute. I always, same with like stickers and stuff. I love these types of things. But like, once you use it, then it's gone forever and then you're sad. But I can always take a picture and upload it to my iPad and then I'll have a digital copy forever. But this is very nice. I should definitely start utilizing this. We're working on getting my life in track. I desperately need a routine. If you have tips on how to like build a routine and stick to it, please tell me. Because oh my god, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Okay, the next thing of course is the tarot cards. I'm so sorry, I think the sun just disappeared, so it got a little bit darker, but she kind of looks like Anna from the Vampire Diaries. No, maybe just me. Collectibles of the month, designed by at Rosalind Arts. This month's tarot cards feature Ying as the 9 of Suns card and Prince Zhang Lin as the 10 of Suns card. The characters from The Girl with No Reflection by Kesh Chow. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure you can guess by now what the book is, right? Right? Oh my god, wow. Wow. This is so beautiful. Like, I'm sorry, that's absolutely stunning art. I'm so obsessed with that. Wow. Then you got, wow, I could look at this all day. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. And then got the reverse dust jacket art. Oh, I like when you can see the author on both sides, but. And then the book herself with the mirror, and then it's cracked. Didn't that happen with Sleep Like Death? The owlcrate edition had like the mirror on one side and then it shattered on the other, and I was like freaking out about it. So it's a vibe. It's a good vibe. Oh goodness. And then we have the art inside. Oh, look at that map. Okay. Got the fairyloot letter. Wow, to the readers. Goodness. And then on the other side, oh, how cute. Oh, there's dragons. You know, that excites me. I really like the spines too. Spines of books. Something about them lately. Doing it for me. So this is the author's debut novel. Let me read you what it's about. Princess Ying Yu believed in love once. Yet when she's chosen to wed the prince, Ying's dream of a fairy tale marriage falls apart. Her husband-to-be is cold and indifferent, confining Ying to her room for reasons he won't explain, and whispers swirl about 7 other brides who mysteriously disappeared after their own wedding. Left alone with only her reflection for company, Ying begins to see strange things in her mirror. And on the eve of her wedding, she unwittingly tears open a gate and is pulled into another world. The realm is full of sentient reflections, including the enigmatic mirror prince. He is kind and compassionate, unlike his real-world counterpart. And before long, Ying falls in love. But soon, she discovers that the two worlds have a blood-soaked history, and Ying has a part to play in both. And the brides who came before her, by the time they discovered their roles, it was already too late. Ooh! Eerily beautiful, wickedly romantic, and delightfully twisty. Interesting. Okay. That's definitely an interesting premise. She's chunky, so I'm intrigued to see like what all would go down, because it feels like we're just falling into a mirror, into the mirror realm, where things may not be as they seem. But I am excited about this still. I cannot get over this cover. It is genuinely so beautiful to me. She's so pretty. Oh my god. Alright. That leaves the last one. Oh, my wrap up. Fairyloot, good job. So far, all the books are different, which truly is the A's plus for me. It's just my favorite things when I don't get a bunch of duplicates. But no, the box itself, like, pretty good. Like, the items, socks, and passport especially. Why battery? Why? Okay, let me change my battery. And then we can jump into the illumicrate box for our final one. I'm so excited though. Now we can jump into this. Alright, so the month's theme is Look What You Made Me Do. Oh no, I'm brain broken. So, this is the first thing that I saw. And I could have sworn that it said Baby Yoda pill organizer, but it's the Baba Yaga pill organizer, which is definitely a different vibe. This is actually pretty cute though. It's kind of like a flower. So you got the days. I should utilize this, truthfully. I'm not great at taking my vitamin D's and stuff, but maybe this will help, because then I can throw it into my purse, maybe. I try to take my vitamins in the morning, but I'm not always good at that. But I can definitely get use out of this, especially if I'm ever traveling. Next thing has my interest. Looking out. Looking in. But what does it mean? I get it now. Looking in because it's a coffin, looking out because it's a window. Me editing Sam, I now understand what this is saying. I did not connect the dots while I was filming. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's nice. They're good. Good bowls. Looking out ceramic bowl. Dishwasher safe, microwave safe. Artwork by Studio AO. So many bowls. Oh! Here's the thing. I'm so down for book box subscriptions giving me Halloween starting like August. So this is great for me. Oh, these are so cute. Little bat bowls. What are these inspired by? Let me see. Looking out and looking in snack bowls. The next homeware item in this set is a set of small snack bowls inspired by Silver Under Nightfall. Ooh, interesting. Okay. They're cute. They're really cute. Definitely snack bowls. Definitely small. Good for the portion control. I will say, so far based on the vibes, I think that we're going to have a duplicate book that I'm not excited about. And if that's the case, I'm going to be a little sad. Ooh! This is maybe the coolest knife replica I have now. That's so cool. So this is Araya's Blade replica dagger, designed by @Stacy McEvoy _Kant. Be as merciless as Araya from The Serpents of the Wing of Night in this month's replica. No, I'm into this. No, this is like the coolest dagger replica I think I have. She's just so cool. No, I'm into this one. She's gonna look great on my shelf. Oh, next up, we have something. Ooh, travel bags. But make them spooky. I'm gonna be so honest. This entire box so far has been very Jan Agaton coded. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Alliance of Enemies packing cubes. A useful storage item. These packing cubes inspired by Bride are ideal for all your travels. Yes, yes they are. I forgot to mention that the pill organizer was designed by Chatty Nora. Chatty Nora. And was inspired by One for My Enemy. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. It's not the same book at all. Oh my god, no whammies. What a good month. Oh my god. Oh my god. No duplicate! And most importantly, not a second copy of Castle of the Cursed. Let me in, let me in. Okay, so here we have Masters of Lies. No, Mistress of Lies. I can read, don't you worry. Mistress of Lies by K.M. Wright. How pretty. Okay, the back is boring. It's just like blurbs of like praising the book. Dark, sexy, and twisty. This book will seize you by the throat. Looks like it's going to be the Age of Blood series. Interesting, interesting. Look at this. That's so pretty. Okay, let's look inside. Okay, no dust jacket. K.M. Wright is a Filipino-American writer of romantic fantasy. When not writing, he can be found playing too many video games, cooking, or listening to Broadway musicals. We could be friends. Currently lives in New Jersey with his husband and their black cat, Zuko. Incredible. Truly, there's nothing more incredible than getting, like, I wouldn't have the experience, but I can imagine the experience of writing a book and then getting it published and it looking like this. Like, you get a special edition of this. This is maybe my favorite thing I've ever seen. Look at these babes. You got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me I get a ballroom scene and they're... Oh, it was so pretty. Oh my god. Signature. There's the content note in the beginning, and then we've got the illumicrate letter to Eric for believing even when I couldn't. Oh. Oh. No, wait. Oh. Oh. This has me so excited. Do we have a male lead? I'm intrigued. I must know. Ah, I love a ball scene. I'm so excited. Okay, let me read. Let me read. I'm so excited. Okay. Fate is a cruel mistress. The daughter of a powerful but disgraced blood worker, Shan Leclerc, has spent her entire life perfecting her blood magic, building her network of spies and gathering scraps of power. Now, to protect her brother, she assassinates their father and takes her place at the head of the family. And that is only the start of her revenge. Samuel Hutchinson is a bastard with a terrible gift. When he stumbles upon the first victim of a magical serial killer, he is drawn into the world of sorcery and intrigue he's worked so hard to avoid, and is pulled deeply into the ravenous and bloodthirsty count of the Vampire King. Tasked to discover the identity of the killer, cutting a blood swath through the city, Samuel, Shan, and a mysterious royal blood worker, Isaac, find themselves growing ever closer to each other, but Shan's plans are treacherous. As she lures Samuel into her complicated web of desire, treason, and vengeance, he must decide if the good of their nation is worth the cost of his soul. Mistress of Lies is a darkly seductive romantasy debut with a villainous, bloodthirsty heroine who finds herself plunged into the dangerous world of power, politics, and murder in the court of the Eternal King. Y'all, I'm thriving. Not only were like a big portion of these box like goodies just good, like just usable, well done, well crafted, look pretty, all slap. I'm so sorry to those people out in the world that don't like romantasy, like heavy fantasy romance. Here's the thing. I have always been the type of I've always been the type of person who loves my fantasy books to have romance in them. So romantasy is just kind of an extension of that already. I'm thriving in this economy. I am so happy that there's just like a never-ending selection of romantasy books to pick from right now. And I understand people that don't like romantasy or don't like books focusing on romance. For me right now, this is my comfort. And I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I know that I told you that my TBR for the end of the year is like pretty solidified and I shouldn't be picking up new things. This one might be an exception. This one might need to get read as soon as possible. I didn't think that illumicrate would really dip their toes into romantasy, like romantic fantasy, whatever we want to call it, whatever you prefer. But truly, like, I'm thriving. This is incredible. Oh my god. You can't tell me that I'm not living my best life right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am. I can't help it. Look at these beautiful books. Okay, it's a bad side that I put this one away, but look at, stunning. Stunning, incredible. This is my best month. This is my favorite month I've ever had for my book subscriptions. I'm thriving. Okay, now I'm gonna go because I have to edit this. I have to get the small little clips of everything so I can edit this so it can go up tomorrow. But I hope that you enjoyed. This was a lot for me, but truly could not be happier right now. I needed this. I needed this a lot. This was great. This is my favorite month. Box-wise, book-wise, editions, everything. Best month I've had all year with my book subscriptions. No whammies. I have 6 unique stories in front of me to pick from, and I'm so excited. I'm sorry one of them was a dud, but besides that, we can ignore that happening, because if I hadn't read it, I would have been so excited. Wow. Okay, well, that's it for me. I've done my job. I will see you guys very soon in my next video. I think the next one will be a reading vlog, and then hopefully I'll have a script done for that video, and then yeah, we'll just keep going. Getting ready for Booktober. It's a good time. It's a good time. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more from me. Like the video, do the YouTube stuff, comment. You know the drill. You know how to help content creators with their jobs or part-time jobs or whatever. It's gotten very hot though, so I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!